Welcome back to the Boy Time channel. Today we have Arca KiCk 1. Don't look at the wheel. This is from the wheel, but we're doing something a little different. We went through Cemetery and we decided, I want to listen to something that's on the wheel that I've been waiting for. So we're each picking one. So my pick here is Arca KiCk 1. Next week we have King Gizzard Butterfly 3000. That's Jerry's pick.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for that one. But today, finally doing Arca. I feel like this has been on the wheel for a hot minute.
Yeah.
Someone
Suggested a lot.
Yes, someone I've been very interested in, especially since she has 5 records in this series. So.
Yeah, and it's all like over the course of 1 year, right?
So this one was 2020, and then the 4 other ones were last year.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if she dropped them on the same day or if they were spaced out, but that's still a ton.
Arca fans, let us know in the comments.
Yeah, I was also looking through the genres, and every album's a different genre. So
okay.
It goes from I think this one's Deconstructed Club to the 5th one, which is Modern Classical. So she is
fun.
getting around. Which, if you look at what she's done for her credits, she's done work with Bjork, Kanye, FK Twigs, Frank Ocean, The Weeknd, Rosalia.
Oh. Man, she really does get around.
Yeah. She worked a lot on Yeezus, Magdalene. She did some production things. Yeah. She worked on Endless. Never would have thought that. But it does make sense. So I've heard her stuff before, whether I know it or not, because I never check production credits usually unless they're listed in the album. But she's got a lot of work on here. So I'm excited to get into this thing. We'll see how it goes. I kind of plan on doing this whole thing. We'll see if Jerry vibes with it or not.
You mean the whole series?
Yeah.
We'll see. I'm down for some modern classical. I don't know what the other genres are, but
art pop, glitch pop. I don't know what the rest are. There's like some really crazy stuff.
That stuff is not for me. But I'll listen to some classical music. Why not?
Why not? I have a feeling it's not going to be classical in the sense that you're thinking of.
That's
but
fine.
I could be wrong. I don't know. Judging on that album cover for KiCk 5, it doesn't look like a classical album.
That is true.
That's what the genre is listed as on Album of the Year. So that's what I'm rolling with.
Okay.
But yeah, suggest albums. We have a Mondo gigantic wheel full of things. So if you suggest something, we'll put it on there. But you have a slim chance of getting it anytime in the near future. But it's always possible. So
that it is.
Let us know. Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Okay.
Epic.
Let's get it.
Track 1, NonBinary.
This is the only explicit song?
It is.
Wow.
My ears.
Really edgy.
No way she worked on Yeezus. That's impossible.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck what you think. You don't know me. Better yet, speak for yourself. Speak for yourself.
Okay.
This is spooky song. Right off the bat.
Move for your
The guitar too. Alright.
Those are great ending lines.
We're just gonna flow. We're just gonna keep going.
Okay.
Can be your angle or your devil.
That's right.
These are 2 complete opposite songs.
I know. That's what I was just thinking. This whole album's gonna be a trip, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not going to want to pause this record at all. It's going to be an issue. Non-binary and time.
I think Time is definitely a little bit more for me. They're two polar opposites. But Time was pretty groovy there towards the end. I'm not usually a fan of club dance music or house music or whatever. But this one's actually very nice so far.
Yeah.
Of the one song I heard that was actually club music, the other one was just scare the hose
Well,
music.
that kind of was club music. It's like that what is it? Deconstructed club is kind of the genre.
I have no idea what that means.
Yeah, it's what it sounds like, I guess. Just like taking it back to the most basic form of that is what I feel.
Yeah.
But I think those two tracks complement each other very well. First track was banging with that very simple, like industrial feel of it. The way she's building the production throughout the tracks is really, really cool. But I think just starting the record like with this like almost spoken word rap type way with this like super out there instrumental.
Yeah.
And then just the build on the end with the guitar and everything, lines that are like overlapping each other and like different meaning and stuff. They're just like polar opposite lyrics, like right next to each other. And then the song next to it is like completely opposite. But I'm thinking we're going to have like a chameleon of like an artist just because she's worked on so many different things. And just through two songs, we've heard this. So
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that for sure.
yeah.
Like a King Giz, if you will.
Epic.
Which
All
is nice because that's what we're doing next week.
True. This is where it's going to start getting tricky because I don't know how to pronounce things.
Well, it's Spanish, right?
I think she's Venezuelan. I don't know.
Mectref.
Mectref. We'll just pronounce it really bad so you can't get mad at us for like trying to pronounce it right. Mectreffy.
Mectriffy? Like the antivirus?
Megatrefe.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why I'm reading Genius. I can't understand it.
Yeah.
We're going to keep going.
Okay.
Rikiki. I'm guessing that's how it's said.
Yeah, probably.
Clipping. Sounds very similar with that.
Uh-huh.
I think this would give me an anxiety attack if it played in the club.
Yeah.
I got to pause there, at least.
Yeah.
Those were those two. You know the titles. I'm not going to say them again. Yeah, those were both a lot more glitchy in the glitchy spectrum. But I just love how fluid these instrumentals are. It's just like going from one thing to the next, and it builds, and then there's strings all of a sudden, and like make it. I don't even know how to say that track still. But track 3, those like synths that are like peeking in the background that keep getting like kind of covered with the glitch stuff, but they're still back there. There's such like a cool and open atmosphere, even though it's very claustrophobic. It's very cool.
I thought Rikiki reminded me of Peggy a little bit. Where it was production kind of all over the place, just more glitchy. But this isn't exactly my sound.
What?
I know.
That's crazy.
It was kind of also giving me a little bit of like hyper pop, a little bit of that. And we have done multiple videos on hyper pop in the past, and they're not for me, really.
But we keep doing them.
We keep doing them for some reason, because you guys keep asking for it. But
yeah, I love me some hyper pop.
So I'm just going to be here. I did like Rikiki. I thought that one was pretty good.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that mix got crazy. It was like swirling and things kept getting added. And if you just focus on the beat, you get dizzy because there's like so many things moving. Obviously, since I couldn't focus on lyrics since they're in a different language, I'm like, let's hone in on production here and see what's happening. And it was crazy. But yeah, we'll get in some longer tracks here.
Okay.
Galore.
Galore.
Gorgeous. Love it.
That was a nice song.
Man.
I would give that one a heart.
You know, me too. Okay. I've done that for a lot of these. I just haven't been saying it. I did that one time. It's not sticking. No, this song is gorgeous. The way it expanded, like, it's such a delicate and open mix, but then they bring in like that super sub bass low end and just expands it even more. It's kind of the stuff you get on like Endless and like Magdalene that are just like these otherworldly, super open, peaceful, serene environments. But yeah, she flexed some vocal range here too.
Yes. I was very impressed with her vocals there. It's like an old like monastic chant. It was like reverberated like 1,700 times.
Yeah, just like in a gigantic room. Yeah.
Yeah. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think that's my favorite one so far.
Yeah, I'm wondering if she did the vocal mix on Endless as well, because a lot of it is like that, where it's like it feels like you're just floating in just this gigantic empty space. But the way that gets mixed is like so good. Oh, that one's going towards the top. Afterwards with Bjork. I forgot to mention that Bjork, Rosalia, and Sophie are on this record. So
yeah, I saw that.
That's crazy. All right, let's go. Yeah, we definitely need to do a Bjork record. That's all I'm saying. That's going straight to that top.
Yeah,
baby.
Never mind. That last one was not the best song. This one is.
My God.
I would like to listen to a Bjork record now.
Yeah, I know someone requested one, and I got one on my list. So I don't know if she's usually that straightforward, but that was very good. Man, production again is just insane. Like,
yeah,
is everybody from Iceland that can sing just like an angel? Like, digging into Sigur Rós, and he's got the freaking voice of an angel too. So I think everybody that just comes from there is just on a higher plane of existence. So
yeah.
But I mean, even that mix kind of reminded me of it, of just like this incredibly just like smooth and airy and like heavenly like instrumental, and then the way that the low end came in the second half, man, that could go longer. I could go 5 or 6 minutes with that one.
Yeah, I could probably live with a 6-minute version of that. Just Bjork vocalizing in the background. That would be very, very nice.
Yeah, I can't even understand her anyway, so just do things with your voice.
Yeah.
I don't need words. We're good.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I feel like this one's going to go a little different. Watch with Shy Girl. Yep. I know Shy Girl from one song, and this is definitely what it sounds like.
Okay.
This is like the club scene where like the villain runs in like an underground strip club in the movies.
the nightclub scene in John Wick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She can't even let a song just write out. She's gotta go crazy at the end. You know, I didn't want to pause there, but we'll roll with it.
Okay.
Watch. That was crazy.
That was go stupid, go crazy music.
It really was.
That being
was
said, it wasn't
too sober
me.
for this music.
Yeah. Yeah, I should be on LSD for sure.
I need some kind of hallucinogen in my body for that one to fully experience it. But, you know, sober me enjoyed that quite a bit. So,
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't think we could record videos while on hallucinogens. It probably wouldn't go very well. I don't know if I'd be able to find the record button.
Yeah. That's a thought experiment for a different day. Stay tuned for that reaction. That'd be an interesting one.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I again, I'm just going to keep going over her production because it's so good. It's so good. And it's so different every time. But yeah, I feel like the beats are always like breathing and moving. There's no stale moment in it. There's so much happening, but the way she mixes vocals and things on top of it, it's not too like in there. Yeah, if you just focus on the instrumental though, you get lost. It's dizzying because there's so many things like just shooting constantly into the both channels. But
Yeah.
yeah, it was a banger.
That one was the noisiest one so far.
Yeah. All right. KLK with Rosalia.
Okay. I like Rosalia.
That was what I was expecting for a Rosalia track.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening.
I don't know.
Are you gonna have like a Geometry Dash interlude in the middle of this chaos?
That one was fun.
I don't know what I just heard. That was really good, but I have no idea what that was.
I don't know. It was like Latin club music.
It was like reggae, Latin, hyper pop club music.
It was the syncopation that was present throughout.
Yeah,
Very
it was
nice.
just like constantly like something happening. There's like two songs overlapping each other almost, but yeah, the energy was insane. Rosalia's vocals are fantastic as usual.
Yeah.
I loved her on like the slow songs on Motomami, but she does this very well too. But yeah, that's a killer track. I'm assuming this one this one has a lot of plays, the most plays on the album. It seems like one that would have the most, despite it being the most like jarring.
Yeah, but I could see this playing at like some party or something. Like this is a turn up song.
This go crazy in like festivals and stuff. A lot of these songs would. It's just there's such a danceability around them, despite them being so experimental and all over the place.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, this one is like it's almost accessible, whereas like the Bjork one is like such an experience.
Yeah,
it's like if you just want to have fun, you don't throw on the Bjork song, even though I think it's the best one.
Oh yeah, that song's nutty.
Yeah,
I think the one constant was like that dong dong, like bass. Everything else just constantly changed.
Yeah,
but
there was that. I don't know what kind of drum it was, but it was just a duh 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 duh. Duh. Like that was going like the whole time too.
And I think I'd have no experience in the genre, but like a lot of like Latin club music, I feel like the stuff that I've heard all have like that same kind of like thing, but the way they built on top of it is nuts. Yeah, I'm surprised. I thought this was gonna be more challenging, but I'm digging it on first listen. So
yeah, it hasn't been too crazy. I would say it's pretty comparable to like a Yeezus, where it's maybe a little jarring, but it's like, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
It's actually going out smoother than Yeezus. I feel like a lot of these tracks are actually working a lot better.
I would say so.
What do I know? Rip the Slit, track 9.
It's a good track title.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This is the opposite of Cemetery.
Yeah, this is Yassified Cemetery. Peace.
That was so much.
That was a lot.
That was just a barrage of Girl, I Rip the Slit.
Just chopped and placed everywhere. Yeah, that was a little wild.
Take a break.
Mm-hmm. She only gave us 10 seconds of reflection at the end.
Oof.
Before we have Sophie producing a track, I'm guessing. Featuring, yeah, she helped produce it. Yeah, we're not getting a break.
Let up, is it?
No.
Okay. All right, good.
Yeah, from what I know of Sophie's catalog, she's more abrasive than what that song was. So
good.
It goes hard. It's just an acquired taste, I would say.
Okay.
But yeah, that one was interesting. I'm gonna need more lessons on that because that was crazy. I don't even know what I just heard.
It was I believe it was I Ripped the Slit, Girl, I Ripped the Slit.
I think so.
Slit, Girl, I Ripped
and then
the Slit.
she kept like flipping it, and the lyrics were on the screen, but so much was happening in my ears that I couldn't focus on what the actual words were. So
yeah, that was so much.
All right, track 10, La Chiki.
I believe it's
Sophie?
LaChick.
LaChick. Yeah, that's Sophie. Let's go.
See, this is what I was worried about when we started this record.
How does it keep getting more complicated?
I don't know. That one went way over my head. I have no idea what just happened.
I was just reveling in the silence. It felt awkward just not hearing anything for a second there.
Yeah, I think that should be a crime, putting Rip the Slit and then LaChiki right next to each other. It's just like, how is anyone supposed to comprehend those two songs together?
From 0 to 100 at the back half of this thing.
Yeah.
It feels like they didn't like help each other make this beat. It feels like they both made a beat and then just like battled each other.
Yeah. It's like they just played it one right over the other one.
That being said,
wow.
That's one of my favorites, I think.
Wow.
The absolute chaos in that was really, really cool. And she does these like very like heavenly synth things. She just buries them in the mix and they just pop up once you get like a half a second of clarity. So it like just textures the track still. But even just the intro lyrics with just like the repetition over and over and over and over again. And then you just keep building drums on drums on drums and so many things are happening. But yeah, that's a really, really difficult track, but I enjoyed it.
Yes, it is very difficult.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I have a whole lot to add. That one, I That was so much. I have no idea. Like, it just happened and I have no idea what it sounded like because it was just overload.
Yeah, I feel like I need the Bjork song after this. I feel like that would enhance the experience of this record so I can finally just like...
I mean, you never know.
That could be the next 2 tracks.
Yeah, Machote might be the most relaxing song ever.
Let's see. Oh, okay. All right, this is nice. This is nice. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Oh. This feels very earned.
Yes, it does.
It's pretty sick. I'm just gonna keep going.
That was nice.
Last track. No queda nada.
I don't know what that means. Seconds of nothing.
Yeah. Machote and no queda nada. The outro's great.
Yeah.
Love that. Feels much earned after the Rip the Slit and Rikiki. Still feel like I'm reeling from those 2. But these last 2 are very nice. I feel like Machote kind of gets lost just because it's sandwiched between 2 of like the best on the record. It's kind of like a transitionary point almost. I'm not seeing like... I mean, the outro was really great with like a little bit of orchestral stuff, but it didn't stick out to me at all. But yeah, outro's great.
Yeah, that was very nice. Some nice modern classical in there a little bit.
A little bit of a ballad.
It was very nice. I still have no idea what anything she says means, but
I don't know,
I'm
but
sure it's
good,
very heartbreaking and sad.
Yeah, I was wondering, you really got to feel out emotion through sound and not words, because you can't do that.
Frankly, no queda nada.
Yeah, whatever that means.
If you will.
If you will. Yeah, that's the record. This was very enjoyable. I was kind of like, okay, what's the quality like going to be on this? Just because like I know it's the first of the series, and I think people typically put like KiCk 3 at the peak of it. So I'm wondering, like, you know, how is the first volume going to be in terms of quality compared to the rest? But this is a very strong start. So I love the variety on here. You can tell that this is the person that worked both on Yeezus and Endless. You get these like industrial, chaotic, crazy bangers, and then you get like the Endless, just super open, like orchestral, just godly sounding tracks. But I think that Bjork song's taking the cake for me. I think KLK and Rikiki are after that one, but I think that Bjork song is taking it.
Yes, I would agree. I think, man, that Bjork song, I still can't.
It's very good.
I don't know if anything's gonna top it. I don't know ever, because I haven't listened to the rest of her stuff. But that is a standout song for sure. You know, I think I added a decent amount to my winning playlist, so it's doing something right. But I also added some to the losing playlist. So this song is probably about like 50-50 for me. Some songs I absolutely love, but I could probably go my whole life without listening to Rikiki again or Rip the Slit, because that hurt my head just listening to it. Yeah. I'm just a down home country boy listening to some folk music.
I can't take this, brother.
This is way out of my wheelhouse.
Yeah, I mean, I still can't pin her down as an artist, and I think she wants that because this is a whole chameleon of a record, and I'm sure the other 4 are all different from each other.
Yeah, probably.
So, well, I guess we'll see. I would like to make this into a series. I don't know how frequently we'll do them. Maybe once a month, something like that. But we'll figure that out because I'd be interested in getting through this whole thing. I think records like this that are specifically like, 1 through 5, I think that'd be interesting to kind of see a progression there.
Yes.
Yeah, very impressive. Definitely gonna have to listen to it more because that was a lot to take in 38 minutes. But yeah, first reaction, messing with it.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Epic. Next week we got King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard Butterfly 3000. This man bought a freaking vinyl of it and hasn't listened to it yet because we haven't reacted to it yet. So
it's still in the paper. I haven't even opened it.
I think mine's in the paper too.
It's like I saw it and I was like, well, I know that I'm gonna love this because I've heard I think I've heard Interior People and maybe one other song, and I'm like, this is my jam.
Yeah.
So
next week's gonna be easy street. It's gonna be vibing.
Yeah, I'm excited.
But yeah, stay tuned. Yeah. Recommendations, you can put them down below. We'll add them as long as they're on Spotify. Unless it's Frank Ocean Endless, then we'll make an exception for that. We'll make it work somehow.
I would like to listen to that sometime.
Because that would be cool. That just might make us work harder and think of a way that we can format that video. So,
okay.
If you want to see us push our filmmaking talents that I don't have personally, we can make that work.
These are films. I like that you addressed this as we are making film.
We're making films. This video that took approximately 37 minutes for me to edit, film.
Just like a real movie.
Yep. And I don't even get paid for it. Not yet, at least. Subscribe. We're close to monetizing our videos, which won't happen because we'll get copyright claimed on 95% of them.
All of them except for Black Country.
Yes, and that one does have one of the most viewed videos on the channel. So if you want me to pay my rent, which I can, I'm in a very stable situation, then subscribe. Give me money.
I'm not in a stable situation, so give me money.
Give him money. Epic. That's all I have.
Okay. What? You waiting for me to say something?
I never do the outros, so I do the thing where I just wait until someone else does it for me.
Happy Pride Month. You thought I was going to say shalom.
It's a twist.
You thought. Okay.